Hi, boys and girls. I hope you're all doing well and doing your part by staying at home with your families. I am about to read you a really funny book that I enjoyed, and Olive, I think, enjoyed it as well because I read it to her just a few minutes ago. It is a book called The Great Fuzz Frenzy by two authors named Janet Stevens and Susan Stevens Crummell. So let's just get started, and I hope you like it. The Great Fuzz Frenzy. Ooh. Now let's see if I can do this. Down it went, boink, boink. Watch out below, rumble, rumble. Help, help, help. Run for your life. Thump, thump. Oh dear. Plunk. There it sat, perfectly still. The prairie dogs waited, perfectly still. Oh, looks to be like a tennis ball, just like this. Slowly they crept out, inch by inch, dog by dog. A round thing, a strange thing, a scary thing. What should we do? Don't touch it. Is it alive? Shh! What is it? A thing, a good thing or a bad thing? All these prairie dogs are wondering what something as small and simple as a tennis ball is. Stand back, boomed a voice. You act like gutless groundhogs, afraid of your own shadow. Oh no, it's a Big Bark. Big Mouth is more like it. He's the meanest dog around. I thought he left town. Well, I'm back, growled Big Bark, so out of my way, let me have a look. Tough guy. But before anyone could move, little Pipsqueak raced past Big Bark, reached out and poked the big round thing. No, the crowd yelled. It's Fuzzy, said Pip. Ooh, the crowd gasped. A tiny piece of fuzz was caught in Pip's claw. She looked at it, turned it, sniffed it. Then she put it on her head. Look at me. Ah, the crowd sighed. Quit hamming it up, you half-pint hamster, snarled Big Bark. I'm in charge. Look how cute that is. But those prairie dogs didn't listen. They had to have Fuzz. I like it, me too. I want some, do you? Oh yes, so do I, so do we, so do they. Big Bark, move over, get out of our way. They charged past him and grabbed at the Fuzz. You see, if you hold the tennis ball up, you can pull off some of that fuzz as well. The prairie dogs pulled it, puffed it, stretched it, fluffed it, tugged it, twirled it, spiked it, swirled it. They fuzzed their ears, their heads, their noses. They fuzzed their feet, their tails, their toeses. Big Bark was beside himself. Listen to me, you ridiculous rodents. Stop this fuzzy foolishness. Look at all the fuzz on all of them. Look at this one. Fuzz on his ears. But those prairie dogs didn't listen. They were busy being hot dogs and silly dogs, corny dogs and frilly dogs, top dogs, funny dogs, super dogs, and bunny dogs. You're all nuts, you squirrely fuzz freaks, yelled Big Bark, storming off. You see, Big Bark has a bottle cap on his head. That's funny. Oh. News of the fuzz spread from hole to hole, burrow to burrow, and town to town. Soon, prairie dogs from everywhere were coming to see that fuzz. They came, they saw, and they picked. Oh my goodness. They twisted it, braided it, danced, and paraded it. It was a fuzz frenzy, a fuzz fiesta, a fuzz fandangle. The whole prairie was abuzz with fuzz. Look at them. They're having a big party with the fuzz from the tennis ball. Crazy. They picked and pruned and pulled and pinched. They pinched and pulled and pruned and picked until the fuzz ran out. That big round thing was fuzzless, naked as a plucked chicken. Some prairie dogs got a lot of fuzz, some got a little, and some got no fuzz at all, and they were mad. Give me that fuzz. Why? Because it's my fuzz. Well, it was. Get that fuzz. Get that fuzz. Uh-oh, they're fighting over it. Pulling, grabbing, swiping, nabbing, poking, jabbing. It was war. War between the fuzzes and the fuzz knots. Their peaceful town was a battleground. It was a fuzz fight, a fuzz feud, a fuzz fiasco. I started this, moaned Pipsqueak. I have to do something, everyone. Stop! Stop fighting! Oh, dear. But those prairie dogs didn't listen. The battle raged on, friend against friend, cousin against cousin, dog against dog, until no one was left standing. They were poop, fuzzled out, and fast asleep. In all the fuzz. Hours later, the prairie dogs began to stir. Uh-oh! Where's the fuzz? I don't know. Where did it go? Someone has stolen our fuzz! Cried Pipsqueak. Who did? He did. She did. You did. Oh dear, they're all blaming each other. I did, barked a voice from above. I stole the fuzz. The prairie dogs froze. Then they raced up the long tunnel. There stood Big Bark, covered with fuzz from head to toe. I'm king of the fuzz, he snarled. Do you hear me? I'm king of the... Oh dear. Big Bark. Swoop! The sky went black. Uh-oh, what happened? Where's Big Bark? Look! There he was, high above their heads, dangling from the talons of an eagle. No more Big Bark, the crowd cheered. Yay! Don't yay, he's one of us, yelled Pip. We have to save him. How would you like to be Eagle's lunch? No, the crowd yelled. Oh no, poor Big Bark. Big Bark, wiggle free, the prairie dog shouted. Shake loose, hurry! We'll catch you. Big Bark twisted and turned, wormed and squirmed. At last he was free of the fuzz. Yay, the crowd cheered. Big Bark fell faster and faster. No! Prairie dogs scattered. Get back here, yelled Pip. Quick, make a circle. Hold out your paws. They ran left. They ran right. Then, uh-oh. Plop! You saved me, Big Bark cried. But I stole your fuzz. Now it's gone forever. Good, said Pipsqueak. Fuzz is trouble, right? Yay, the crowd cheered. Friend hugged friend, cousin hugged cousin, and dog hugged dog. We don't need fuzz, said Pip. But with Eagle around, we do need a watchdog with a big... Oh dear. Bark! Big Bark rose up on his hind legs. Eagle's back! Bark! This is not a test. Bark! All dogs below, bark! The prairie dogs raced down the long tunnel. See how long that is? Doesn't even fit on the screen. Phew, we made it. That was close. 3 cheers for Big Bark, the best watchdog ever. Yip, yip, yay! Yip, yip, yay! Yip, yip, yay! Just doing my job, Big Bark smiled. Are we ever getting tangled up with Fuzz again? Cried Pipsqueak. No, the crowd yelled. No more fuzz, no more fuzz. And from that day forward, the prairie dogs lived happily and fuzzlessly ever after. The end. So now maybe you can go find yourself a tennis ball and see if you can pull some fuzz off and have a little fuzz party at home. Bye, boys and girls. See you soon.